Okay, so remember the last stream I did regarding the PlayStation 5 Pro and the new 30th anniversary limited edition model? Well, that thing is already a train wreck because when it first went on sale, like yesterday, they were bought within the whole stock was bought within minutes with absolutely zero scalper protections. And it's just really sad, honestly, how people how people ordinary people have to keep up with this BS while other people scalpers get all the stock to themselves. Let's see, we're probably going to go into 2010 with Volkswagen because actually we need a slightly more powerful car. I don't like Volkswagen. I think I'll check out the Urus 18 needs to be modified. I'm gonna change this to sports hard, and we'll see how much. Right now our car is 562, which I think is a little bit high. How, however, you want something that's comparable or something. Let's go and use this 2018 Lamborghini SUV, even though I don't like Lamborghini. Or maybe I might just choose my 600. So, we actually gimped it a little bit, so yeah. Today we're going to talk about the PlayStation 5 Pro 30th anniversary edition. It is it's absolutely terrible. Like the first thing I have to bring up is that Sony never learns from their mistakes, whether it's the scalping issues with the PlayStation 5, the original PlayStation 5 in 2020 and 2021, or the fact that they're releasing a, a highly anticipated console after a presidential election. There's 3 laps here, but you get the idea. Wow. And now these scalpers have started selling the limited edition PlayStation 5 Pro for as high as $35,000 US. You heard me right. And I'll show you proof of that after I finish this race. 35,000 US. That is only about $4,000 more than the federal poverty line for a family of 4. Especially in this cost of living crisis, ain't no one gonna buy this PS5 special edition. And also there's no reason for you to buy one aside from the aesthetic. Wanna know why? Because Sony absolutely disregarded their legacy that they created during the PS1, PS2, and PS3 eras, aka the old PlayStation. Meanwhile, the PS4 and PS5 and PS5 is called the new PlayStation, as well as the Portal or fake PSP. The real PSP, the PlayStation Portable, and the PlayStation Vita are also considered old PlayStation. Because as soon as Sony started censoring games, I mean Japanese games on their platforms, and there was developers who made said games are like, okay, let's switch to Nintendo Switch as a main development platform, and it actually worked because, now that Sony did not release a proper successor to the PlayStation Vita, but instead a half-assed, handheld that is just a remote player. Something that you could do for like $200. Something that you could just use your existing cell phone, Steam Deck, Windows handheld gaming PC, laptop, etc. to do the same thing as the Portal, which is only $200, which is just the only place connects to your PS5, and it does nothing else. I feel, and with that money in the US, you're better off buying a Nintendo Switch Lite instead. Or saving up for something. Either a Switch OLED, a Steam Deck, a ROG Ally, a Lenovo Legion Go. Let's see, did I get first? Yes, I did get first. Okay, that's my times. I didn't get the Green Race bonus, but I got a 6-star roulette ticket. Okay, now we have to go over the main exhibit. The main exhibit is, something I found while scrolling on eBay this morning. And that is the PlayStation 5 being sold for over $2,000. Like, $2,500 confirmed pre-order. They put their receipts. They're getting more bold than they were, like, back when the, when the original PS5 came out. Like, see? $2,500. You can literally buy 2 plane tickets to Japan with that much money and be satisfied. Well, if you get this, you won't be satisfied. And instead, you'll be feeling very, torn inside because Sony's complete disregard of gamers, and they only care about money now, much like almost every other corporation. Now, this PlayStation 5 Pro 30th Anniversary Bundle, $4,000 with free shipping. Again, you could buy about 3 tickets. You could pay for a whole trip to Germany in that price. And this is the most offensive one. The most expensive PlayStation 5 30th Anniversary Bundle. They're not even trying to hide how greedy they are. Like, $35,000. For reference, the federal poverty line for a family of 4 in the US is $31,000. I think there should be federal anti-scalping laws. But again, Sony never learns from their mistakes, whether it comes to console release timing, protecting their sites from automated bots or something. Yeah. I also have 2 more listings. A pre-sale for $4,000 and even another confirmed pre-order for $4,250. It's like these scalpers don't want any gamers to be happy. They just want to profit off anything and everything. Speaking about which, the iPhone 16 and Huawei Mate XT have not been popular with people in mainland China lately. I can't go to the specifics of what happened, but scalpers have made a huge loss with the PS5, with the iPhone 16 series and the Huawei Mate XT. So we're gonna read some articles. So, and there's something I forgot to show you last time. Is the PS5 Pro too expensive? Yes, it's at an absurd price point, and even more so with the eBay listings I just showed you. And there's also, and because Sony increased the price to like 80,000 yen for the base PS5, this is what sales look like this year compared to last year in Japan. This year, it doesn't even break 10,000 this week, but On that same week last year, it was selling just shy of 45,000 units per week. Now it can't even sell 10,000 a week. Also, I should bring up that Concorde, the the FPS that shut down after 2 weeks. Sony lost about 65 billion yen on that game. You know what 65 billion yen could be used for instead? Building the Tokyo Skytree. Which is of course calculated in yen because we had to deal with the fluctuating exchange rates and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's it for the replay, and we're gonna move on to our second mission. Which is, the American Club 700. Let's check, it has to be an American car, so... I've been seeing a lot of Teslas lately, so... I was using my Chevrolet. This car actually won me a lot of stuff. So there are 4 laps. And we're also going to read reactions from the internet as well, so, we're first going to read an article from Yahoo News Japan, and then we'll read an article about we'll read some reactions I found on 5 channel. So let's get started. Hold on. Okay, I think I noticed a track in the back of my hand because of oops, that's... But these races usually take longer than Mario Kart races. I decided to play on my PS5 today because I don't want to be branded as a Nintendo fanboy or something. There are 4 laps here, so there's actually no fuel map, so we're actually good for now because this is the Corvette GC2. I'm not sure where it showed up. It's from 1963. I thought I saw it in a movie or something, but we're going pretty fast. Uh-oh. We're a little fast, though. We gotta stay here. Oh, yeah, here's the Brazilian. Let's see. Yeah. And in other news, regarding the gaming industry, I might do a separate stream with where I talk about the downfall of the gaming industry, because there's just too much drama going on right now, and I'm surprised that the market hasn't crashed last year, or so far this year either. So yeah, and additionally, I am not streaming in Dolby Digital today because even though I could stream in Dolby Digital, I decided not to because of storage space constraints that I currently have. Also financial constraints. Just in the second lap, though. So maybe I gotta slow down. I can only look at the screen now. I mean the TV right now because I cannot take my eyes off the TV, which is also good advice. So which means you should never drive and take your eyes off the road because that can be really dangerous. I've seen a lot of people do it today. So, there's that. And yes, there's a lot of lag between, my capture card and my, what is it? So my capture card and my, and my headset, because my headset has a few seconds of delay in audio compared to what I hear from the soundbar or something. Okay, these are 53-foot trucks on the left. And there's also some other stuff regarding. I heard that there's a new Gran Turismo 4 mod. I might cover it on Tuesday, Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, because I actually have a quiz to do in both classes I'm taking right now. So and I also gotta make a statement that game consoles were better back then because of the fact that they used assembly language to write games. Now they use C++, which is prone to bugs and all that stuff. Kind of sound like, I don't know. And what do I think about the state of play this time? It was pretty awful. Might be blunt about it. Yes, they did have some good announcements, but I'm just really worried that DEI may ruin everything. And I have some good news regarding Square Enix. They realized that DEI is really harmful to their company and has therefore pulled out of it. This is confirmed because the Dragon Quest III remake has allowed for more creative freedom than Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Yeah, actually my capture card is definitely lagging because I have too much stuff going on and also my storage too. But yeah, why would someone charge about $35,000? If you want that price in yen, I could give it to you too. So we're almost done this race. Okay, now we complete the second race, and let's see how we did. 30,000 credits, 23 kilometers logged in, and now we're going to look at an article from InsideGames.jp. It says, PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection price announced. The PlayStation 5 Pro Special set is priced at approximately 170,000 yen, which again is unrealistic given the current forex market rates. So this this will be released. This will feature a card that's been released. It's a color scheme of the original PlayStation, which was released on December 3rd, 1994, for the latest PS5 and peripherals. But again, I went over this many times, and Sony does not really care about their legacy. So this is a PS5 Pro limited edition. So they have. Hold on, let me just open up the images. Hold on. No, actually, let's go back. So here you can see the side. You can see the front. This is the bundle, and this is some accessories. Then you also have the digital edition. Here, 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 and it's the same thing. And then here's the fake PSP, which costs as much as a Switch OLED in Japan. You're better off getting a Switch OLED than this half-assed handheld. Now there's a whole ass now. Does that make that two now? And this is also the Edge Limited Edition, which is also expensive for a controller. And this is also very expensive too. So, pre-orders start from 10 o'clock Japan Standard Time on September 30th, which is the 29th at 9 p.m. in the East. So, but unfortunately, this has already been a victim of scalping. So, let's read what Yahoo News Japan has to say. Okay, PS5 Pro 30th Edition limited set. It's about what you expect. However, the disc drive is sold separately, so those who buy it should be careful. So the total will be around 165,000 yen. So it's 4,000 yen more expensive. It's apparently at $1,000 in America. And that guy applied for a lottery, and he won't win. The bullish attitude. I don't know. How many people in Japan can afford to spend this much money on a PS5, which is already halfway through its life cycle? So, people will probably just use this for a souvenir or for YouTube or something. I'm not one of those people. It takes as much courage as buying a Neo Geo or Neo Geo CD as a kid. Yes, it does. Why don't they add disc drive? They should have it at this point. It's a mystery when they don't even include a Blu-ray drive in the 30th anniversary limited edition. Well, wait till Sony co-invented the CD with Philips in 1982, and eventually made the first successful CD-ROM console in 1994 with the PlayStation. Sony also invented the Blu-ray in 2006 and made it a selling point for the original PlayStation 3, even though it was $600 when it first came out. At least it had a full feature set that justified the price. The PS5 Pro, on the other hand, absolutely not. Next time I might just show a build about an AMD version of the same build that I did with the PS5 Pro Killer build or something. The 80,000 yen PS5 Pro is cheap. It's not a mystery. It's because Sony is pushing towards an all-digital future. And now there's a new law in California that says that that forces developers to say you're only buying a license for the game. So basically, people have to be more blunt. Digital storefronts have to be more blunt about you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. It will be worth a lot of money overseas. It already is. A family of 4 can't even make $31,000 in this economic environment, but instead people who, I think my brakes are glazing, so, but instead the PS5 Pro is being sold, this limited edition is being sold at $35,000 US. And what is that in Japanese yen? That is damn near 5 million yen. Yeah, and you can also tell that the exchange rate is going to revert back to back to what was it, like 20 days ago. I mean 10 days ago. So that's that's actually pretty bad news for PlayStation fans. We'll move on to the 5-channel reaction soon. But yeah. People in Japan have really mixed opinions about it. Possibly even mostly negative opinions. So we're just going to exit out and play through our third race. Our third weekly challenge, actually. I really don't like special events, though. Like, the special events, you need to have a card that, So I will skip this one, and instead, go to the 4th special event. Let's check the penalty settings. It has to be 700 or less, and from Germany, so... this is slightly above, so I have to change it to Racing Hard. Now I want to increase the performance of this, or actually we're going to use Racing Medium and use detailed settings. So first we're going to apply, we're going to add 5 more kilos of weight, subtract 2 more, okay, this is, okay, let's, alright, this is a little, this is as close as I can get to rounding off 700 while still being qualified for the event, so I have to make sure that it's the right car. Yeah, it's the same car I used a few streams ago. So yeah, we're gonna read the 5 and there's 7 laps here, so this is going to be pretty monotonous. Like, a lot of people said Gran Turismo 4 still looks really good to this day. And a lot of people like Gran Turismo 4 more than Gran Turismo 7. Also be careful about merging and stuff. Oh, I'm getting a little bit, jumpy. We also have the traction control system, which should be set to 2 or 3. I'll set it to 3. I'm going to check on my cars after I read through the 5-channel reactions. So you see that this is actually a pretty long circuit, and you have to do 7 laps around it. But I'm doing it for the rewards, though. Let's see. This may take a while. So yeah, the reason I did this stream today was because last night I was watching someone else's stream, and they were looking up prices about the PS5 Pro 30th Anniversary Edition, and it was not pretty. Let me just tell you that. You gotta stay. Okay, we've been streaming for about half an hour already. We have, it's gonna take about 14 minutes to complete this. Oh, total, but we have about 12 more to go. But sometimes playing this game, it makes you feel pretty lonely. If there's no one in chat to talk to you. And yes, there is, there was an Autobahn in Germany, where, which had a lot of historical significance during the Cold War because it is the only road that that West German travelers, French travelers, British travelers, and American travelers and military personnel were allowed to use to get to West Berlin. It's actually Autobahn 2, and it runs throughout northern Germany. However, when it reaches the A10 Autobahn, which is also known as the ring around Berlin, or something, around the lines of that, then you had to change to the counterclockwise direction of what is it? The of Autobahn 10. Then you also had to take an interchange to Autobahn 115, which will take you to former West Berlin. Now, initially, the interchange was designed so it was like a trumpet interchange, but they have since redesigned it to optimize traffic flow between Berlin and other cities in Germany after reunification. Plus, they also made some massive safety improvements, like upgrading it to West German standards, so they get the international reputation they have today. Now, I'm still debating on whether I should go to Europe or Japan, but I'm not going to England because of, it's a very volatile area right now. Now, I checked Google Maps. It's supposed to take 3.5 hours to drive between Hanover and Berlin. Both cities, both cities I'm mentioning are in Germany, not their American, not their American, name-alikes or something. But the real challenge is trying to drive a low emissions, find a car that that can be rented out inside a low emissions zone, and also rented also low emissions car in a low emissions zone, because both Berlin and Hanover have low emission zone. So that means of course you have to find a car that's really it's to find a car that's really that meets both of these criteria, so you can drive any time of the day you want. Although, between Berlin and Munich, I won't be using the Autobahn. Instead, I'll be using the Intercity Express, which is Germany's high-speed train. However, there's a lot of criticisms lately about canceled trains or something. Speaking about which, I did hear about a rather disturbing incident where overaging vehicles on Northeast Corridor has actually caused a train to derail. No one was injured, but there was a ton of delays or something. And if you're thinking that Japan is more immune to that stuff, then you'd be wrong, sadly, because this year alone there has been I'm guessing 3 major breakdowns or 4 severe safety incidents on the 4 incidents on Japan railways. The first incident was when or maybe 5. The first one was when a train stopped way too far from its stopping point. The second, it was a Tohoku Shinkansen train, which runs between Tokyo and northern Japan. the other incident was about a JR West train that that overran due to snow. And the third one was a maintenance vehicle that that derailed during off hours. Now, yes, I do relate this to climate change because both the Tokaido Shinkansen maintenance vehicle derailment and the recent derailment in New York is caused by rising temperatures. And I even felt that when I was going between when I used the free train to get between get to New York City or something. So yeah. The fourth incident was the Tohoku Shinkansen again suddenly decoupling at around 200 miles per hour. And this was a serious safety incident because decoupling, no such incident like this has ever happened since JRE started operating mini Shinkansen trains in 1992, so this is unprecedented. And the fifth and final one is also another maintenance vehicle breakdown, which caused like 5-6 hour delays or something. So yeah, not good luck for railways worldwide. And as a result, okay, we have enough gasoline to finish. So, and then after I'm finished in Munich, then I'll fly back to the States. Hopefully on a non-stop flight. My mom also wants to go to France as well, so I'll have to go to France, and my dad wants to go to Italy too. Well, the thing is, we could actually go from Munich to Italy, but if we want to do it by train, it's gonna take much longer because you have to cross through either Switzerland or Austria. And my dad also wants to visit Austria to see a lot of cultural stuff like Mozart and other like Renaissance type stuff. My mom wants to go to Italy because of the food or something, which is pretty valid given that I eat a lot of Italian food on a regular basis. 6. My car is really powerful too. I'm in the lead too, so because I tune my car really well. Okay, we're in the final lap, so we're going to after this, we're going to read some 5chan reactions to this. So we're going. Yeah, my fingers are getting sore right now because of me having to navigate through this course and braking and all that stuff. Yeah, this segment of the stream is pretty boring because I should be covering gaming news, but instead I went on a tangent talking about Germany, and then train derailments and delays and all that stuff, and now my Europe trip plans. I really want to go on the Eurostar one day, but not under the current Labour government in Britain. Fingers feel so numb. So complete the third event. We went 32 kilometers and we got 4-star roulette tickets. So, and also 150,000. So we're just going to admire this car a little bit while I pull up the also excuse the Pennsylvania license plate. I actually live in New Jersey, not Pennsylvania. Let's open up the 5-channel reaction. I'll actually save a replay of this because I really like the car. So the first thing says that it has become clear that the PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection is being resold on the internet such as eBay. Some are being resold for over 1 million yen. But the worst I've seen was 5 million yen. Or $35,000. You know that's only $4,000 above the federal poverty line for a family of 4. And they say they don't have it on Switch. I don't know. It was selling well until the PS5 was released, but now they turned their back on. Resellers are doing well. Who's buying them? And you have 10,000 Mario themed machines, then it'll be the same thing. This is what happens when you announce a limited number. I mean, if you're gonna sell it, isn't it a violation to something without having it in stock? It is! PlayStation have any fans left? I don't know. Debs. There are no rules in the PlayStation world. Normal on eBay, so you don't do that. Number 77. Don't announce it. And as someone who's being excluded from Japan, I don't understand what this incomprehensible great PlayStation is. Does that have any value? Is this just a game for those rich men? The only thing we sell cares about is the exterior, so you should just take orders. You have friends in retail, 10 million yen. Not 10 million. There's 10 million Mario, I guess. It says Scalped put up for sale, but it doesn't say it was sold for that price. The same if we limit the number of Xperia phones available, they'll probably take the bait. From the beginning, Sony, or Sony Phony, I should say, just thought it didn't matter who it was, as long as it was sold, even if they were trash. Or rather, just vendors who can confirm orders are listing them as is. Now, they literally put order confirmation emails as the main photo of those listings. Oh, let's scroll down a little more. It's possible that they're passing it around themselves in order to make them seem like a popular item. If they made a limited edition like Nintendo did, they could have sold a maximum amount of units without wasting any. It's going to be trash in a few years, but only the faint of heart would buy this. It's not for sale for users for scalpers to buy out and sell in the flash. It's smart to say, it's super popular. PS5 is super popular. We sell items. At least Japan still has a lottery or something. So that's it for today's coverage of the PS5 Pro 30th anniversary fiasco. We'll actually save, before we exit, we're going to save the oh, no, not this one. I'm going to save the replay so I can take pictures later. And we're going to go check our tickets that we've amassed from 3 of the challenges we did this stream. This stream is actually pretty long, so let's go to the gifts. Let's check the 4-star roulette ticket. Let's see, what is it? Just a pile of credits. And it's only like 10,000. That's not much. And we got this ticket, so we get a lot more. And you got a parts ticket, which is always for a car that you don't own. Sadly. Oh, weight reduction K. But what stage is it? Dodge Challenger SRT 18. So yeah, that's it for today's stream. I might play Gran Turismo 4 on Tuesday night or Wednesday afternoon. Not Wednesday afternoon. Possibly next week, sometime next week. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Oh crap, I actually, okay. See you in the next one.